Right, buddy, welcome back to another video on the channel. In this video, we'll be talking about Bruno Fernandes' new deal at Manchester United. This is just going to be my reaction to it. You can let me know your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. But listen, there's been a lot of talk about Bruno Fernandes, especially over the last couple of seasons. I think there will always be talk now until he eventually does leave Manchester United about whether he's going to stay. But he's going to go. Realistically, what is his future like at Manchester United now? Listen, if you're a fan of the channel, if you know, my favourite United player, if you ask me right now, would probably be Bruno Fernandes. I just think what he can produce and how good he is, he's a fantastic player. And again, there's been a lot of talks on whether he's going to leave United. And there's been a bid apparently from Galatasaray. So I'll go through the news. Galatasaray are prepared to double Bruno Fernandes' wages in a bid to lure the Portuguese midfielder away from United. The proposed package is worth £42.8 million, including add-ons. Listen, first and foremost, Bruno is not worth 43 million. That's an absolute joke. But they are prepared to double his wage. I think it was something about 20 million pounds or 20 million euros they were willing to offer Bruno Fernandes. Now that's obviously a lucrative offer. He's obviously had a lot of offers before from different, clubs at Manchester, different clubs away from Manchester United. Now, what's been said in response to that from Fabrizio Romano's Manchester United new deal proposal has been sent to Bruno Fernandes in May. The negotiations continue on length of the contract, salary, £65 million release clause included into current deal. No Galatasaray moved planned this summer. Manchester United wanting to stay. I mean, what my initial reaction to that is, if Bruno Fernandes goes right off the season, United will absolutely be finished without Bruno Fernandes in this team. He got 30 goal contribution for United last season. He's just the heartbeat of this team, and I think it's going to be a very, very difficult job to replace him whenever that comes, whether that be next season or the season after. As much as I love Bruno, I want him to stay, but we know that it's going to be coming soon. But all I can say is I'm really happy that Bruno Fernandes is staying at Manchester United. I think he's a fantastic player, leader, captain, big moments. Again, I keep saying if United are going to be somewhat competitive, look to win a trophy or something this season, Bruno Fernandes is going to be the biggest part or one of the big parts to play in it. He's someone that played a lot of games. And again, I think if you're looking at it from a United perspective, yes, he's on probably over 300 grand a week, but he's one of those players that's worth it. If you look at Manchester City with Erling Haaland, they're paying £525,000 a week. Yes, that obviously seems like a lot, but you look at what he's done for the team. Fantastic, fantastic player. Now, if I'm looking at Saka at Arsenal, I'm pretty sure he's one of their highest paid players. Like, Bruno deserves that. Liverpool with Van Dijk is another one. Manchester United do deserve to pay Bruno Fernandes that. If you look at the season consistency, I wouldn't want to think where United would be without Bruno Fernandes. So, yeah, all I can say is I'm happy with the new deal. I think it's the right deal to be made. Now it's all about having that good season at United where he can really make an impact, which I'm sure we will. I think, again, the attack, the team around him is pretty decent. I know we need a few more midfielders, but there's a decent base, decent foundation. And then there's a decent squad there to go on and do something quite big this season. So, yeah, you've got your Cunha, your Dorgu, Mbumo, Ahmad, Rashford, Sesko, Lacey. There's so many players around him that can make great things happen. I think the two midfield signings allowed Bruno now to get closer to goal, but he can really have an impact to play on the team. So all I can say is the reports, Manchester United apparently are going to give Bruno Fernandes a new deal. I mean, the fact that it got sent in May and still hasn't been accepted could be a bit of concern. Maybe he's negotiating some higher wages or whatever, or the length of the contract. I don't know. Obviously, those things do take time. But yeah, as a Manchester United fan, I'm over the moon. Bruno Fernandes is staying at United. 2 more seasons. He's one of those guys I talk about a lot. Yes, he's frustrating to watch, but as a United fan, he's someone that you'd want to see win the Premier League or Champions League at your club because he does deserve it. I just think he's a quality football player, and now he's going to be staying at Manchester United for another couple of seasons. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. There's been a lot of Manchester United news, or there hasn't been a lot, of Manchester United news coming out. As I said, we plan to keep you updated. We've obviously got pre-season content coming in terms of before the first game against Hull on Saturday. We'll be bringing you previews, match reactions, all that sort of content going into the season. So please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, support the channel. And yeah, that's just been a quick video, me reacting to the whole Bruno Fernandes stuff. Yes, he could have left and gone Al Hilal, but ultimately if United don't do anything next season, that's substantial. He probably will ultimately leave, and he will then still have those offers, whether that is Galatasaray, whether that's Al Hilal, whether that's Bayern Munich. I don't think he'd go to anyone else in the Premier League. Obviously, he could go back to Sporting, But yeah, I'm really, really excited to see what Bruno can produce this season for Manchester United. I think it's going to be a really big season for him. But let me know your thoughts.